So the day has finally come of the full rig rundown of everything I got that is still related. I will start with the fattest place to go, my mini Justin Chancellor set. So I used those two amps on the street cabinets. The Galleon is on the Galleon cabs, and the PV cabinet is on the Aguilar. I use the tone bone to mix them, and this is the setup that I use. I do have this built. This is a wall copy with all the red pickups and everything. Even got like the correct strap. But let's go where everybody wants to see the album setup. So I will start here. So this is a virus A that is triggered by this. He uses that on songs like Reflection, Descending, Rosetta, Lateral Live, Vicarious Live, The Grudge. Basically any song that he plays synth on and he's still playing guitar. So basically Reflection goes. Something like that. So that's it. Here it's basically the setup itself. It's, I think, the closest I can get. I have this and he has it on and off because he used that on descending and I believe the patient as well in a small fraction there. So I'll share setting later. Here we have the virus, so Numa. That's the only thing it does. Here we have the talk box for Jambi, but the stock box is running through this cube. Roland Cube, 60 watt one, is the exact same thing that he uses. It's on his rack. So before we go talk about the amps and the guitars, this is an exact replica of what he uses on his ramp. He uses the GX44 and the GD7 to mix the signals of the guitars and to isolate, to flip the polarity, because you have to do that. The Marshall is out of phase with the diesels. This is just a chord tuner, and this is the Behringer Ultra Curve Pro. Now let's go talk about the amps. So this is a 76 Super Bass. It was modded like his was by David Friedman. This thing is a beast. This is 73 cab loaded with black backs. That is exactly what I believe he uses as well. He told that on the past, but he always likes to mess around and make us feel jokes about it. So this is a silver face on probably my best Mesa cab that I own, loaded with 8 ohms V30s, the same way he uses them. He used like a Streisand cab. I do not think there is that much of a difference, besides like people in the group saying there is, that you need one. I don't believe that you need anything. If you know how to actually tackle, and like if you know your gear, you can get pretty well with almost anything. Here comes the Blueface. This is the OG. You have like Peter's signature here, and it was made basically 10 days after his was. It's a baby. I think it's the one in best shape out of all of them that I saw. And this is a mesa cabinet, but it's loaded with 16 ohms V30s. That is what he uses on this baby here. So I believe that's why both the Blueface uses a Hale PR31BW, and the Marshall uses the same thing. It's the same microphones uses live, while the 8 ohms speaker uses a PR40. I believe that both of them are 16 ohms, so that's why they share the same mic. I do trust the theory that what really affects your tone basically is a lot of things, but the speakers are a lot. This is the reverse Silverburst that I had made. This was actually a 1980 Les Paul that had been finished. So DDJ pickups, I inverted the poles of the pickups, Bigsby, like his. He mainly uses this guitar to play Rosetta. So going to my two guitars, this is a 1979 Les Paul loaded with DDJs, and on the neck inverted has a T-top. Is a 79. Is the guitar used for parabola. This one is my main guitar. It's a 81 Les Paul Silverburst with DDJs, so I love it. I have the IOOF pins on it. I use that a lot. It's my favorite guitar out of all of them. I do had this 2025, I believe, made to measure 70 specs Les Paul. Love it. Put the mirror and the semi-racked. It has like the volute and everything. And all my guitars has the control cut made by a friend of mine. I can leave his information if anyone wants them. Now, a little bit odd guitars. This is 1976 SEG that I had in refinish to Silverburst. We have two Super Distortion DiMarzios there, and I think it looked like pretty cool with all the covers on. This guitar is really special. It's a Gibson Garage guitar. It's one of one on this color. It's Silverburst, of course. I use this live for no quarter because on Halloween a few years back I hadn't used a double neck for no quarter. And then we have the pride and joy of the collection, the V. It's one of my favorite guitars. I love to play it. So we have another V, but mainly a custom shop one with DDJ pickups as well. And I have like a old robotic guitar on Silverburst as well that I never used it, but I think it's pretty much that. So I use this audio interface, my monitors, woofer, I use this new Yamaha, and I do have like a Vario C here as well as a backup. So basically that's it. That's my dogs. Basically that's it. Any questions, I'm always available. I will later like post things with tone and everything.